Hey, Rokid, I'm headed to the gym. What are some good exercises that focus on my back?
Here's a solid, no-nonsense back workout you can use right when you walk in. Lat pull down, pull-ups or assisted pull-ups, dumbbell, single arm rows, seated cable row, Romanian deadlifts slow.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss.
Hey, Rokid, I'm headed to the store after my workout. What are 3 things I should grab for a post-workout breakfast?
Here are 3 post-workout breakfast items that hit the sweet spot of protein, carbs, and quick prep. Greek yogurt, great protein, easy to eat right away. Bananas, fast carbs, your muscles love. Eggs or a ready-made protein shake, pick whichever fits your schedule.
Hey, Rokid, what's on today's schedule?
Here's your schedule for today. 4:15 p.m. finish video edits. 5 p.m. kids track practice.
All right, so as you can see, we're taking another look at the Rokid AI glasses style. And the main point I wanted to get across with the intro of this video is that aside from using these as either prescription glasses or sunglasses, and aside from the photo and video features, which we'll get into, you can actually use these throughout your day to help you with just about anything, whether it's general questions, whether it's planning, scheduling. The AI experience is actually really useful. Now, obviously, you can get a similar experience with other AI glasses, like the Meta glasses, but in some cases, I do think the Rokid glasses have a slight edge when it comes to AI performance. And that's because they use ChatGPT as their language model, which generally gives me more intuitive responses compared to my Meta glasses. With the Metas, at times you got to be a little bit more direct with your questions in order to get the best results. The Rokid glasses, they seem to think on a little bit of a deeper level before giving a response. And a really good example of that is when you use these glasses almost like your own personal tour guide. The Rokid glasses have been extremely consistent when it comes to identifying landmarks and just places of interest, which would be really useful for somebody that travels a lot. Hey, Rokid, what am I looking at?
You're looking at a very tall stone tower rising from a landscaped hill. This is the Liberty Memorial Tower, part of the National WWI Museum and Memorial in Kansas City.
Hey, Meta, what am I looking at?
You're looking at a tall tower, likely a landmark or monument, with a building and some trees in the background.
The Rokid glasses gave me the exact details of the location, whereas the Meta glasses just gave me a general description. Now, to be fair, once I got more specific with my questions, eventually I got the exact same answer from the Metas, and for majority of your questions and prompts, the Meta glasses are going to be just fine. But there are certain times where I gotta give the Rokid glasses credit. Hey, Rokid, can you tell me what this building is?
You're looking at the north glass facade of the Kaufman Center for the Performing Arts in Kansas City. The slanted cable-supported glass wall and the sweeping curved roof lines behind it are signature features of the building.
Hey, Meta, can you tell me what this building is?
I can't identify the specific building from this image alone. It looks like a modern structure with a glass facade, possibly a university or cultural center.
Now, the audio in that example was a little bit hard to hear, but you can look back at the history and you can see the Meta glasses couldn't identify the building the same way as the Rokid glasses. Eventually, I gave a little bit more context and I was able to get the same answer from the Metas, but that's what I mean when I say the Rokid glasses seem to think a little bit deeper. It's almost like they're one step ahead in certain situations. Now, just like the Meta glasses, the Rokid glasses keep a history of your questions and prompts, but one thing I prefer about Rokid is that when it comes to visual questions, it captures a photo and it includes it in the history in case you need to reference it later. The Meta glasses keep a written history of your questions and their responses, which is fine, but it is nice having those images for that extra context whenever you're reviewing past interactions. Now, another reason I say these are great for travel is because you get hands-free navigation. And it helps if you go in the settings and set your default travel mode. Hey, Rokid, give me directions to the nearest coffee shop.
I'll help you navigate to the nearest coffee shop.
Exit the parking lot toward West 17th Street.
Now, another advantage with the Rokid glasses in terms of AI is the open ecosystem. You can actually choose between ChatGPT or Google Gemini as your AI model, which makes these the first smart glasses integrated with Google Gemini. So if you prefer the responses you get from one versus the other, it's nice to have that flexibility. Now, one thing I almost forgot to mention is the AI shortcut feature. So you're able to activate the AI assistant by simply taking two fingers and placing them on the touchpad like you see in the image. And you've got some default commands to choose from, as you can see. But the really cool thing is that you can literally enter any command of your choice. So you can see what I've typed in there. And just to show you an example.
Tech lifestyle content is wonderful because it connects high tech with human habits. Here are 3 fresh ideas for your channel. 1. The Digital Detox Challenge. Document a weekend where you replace your smartphone with a single piece of specialized tech, like smart glasses or a dedicated e-reader, to see if it improves your focus and presence. 2. Smart Home for Wellness. Show how you automate lighting, temperature, and sound to optimize your sleep cycle and morning energy levels. 3. The Portable Office Evolution. Review your favorite gear for working from a cafe or park, focusing on ergonomics and battery management.
And then there's the triple format imaging. The fact that you can capture both vertical and landscape style photos and videos is a big deal. And as a content creator, that's what initially excited me the most, the ability to capture both long form and short form content. And even in my personal life, I love using AI glasses to record spur of the moment type events, especially moments with family. And I don't want to look back years from now and see that my favorite memories were captured only in vertical video. I like having the option to record a wider field of view to preserve as much of the moment as possible. And these, they let you do that. Another advantage is the fact that you can record audio only. If you're a student, a professional, or just somebody that attends a lot of lectures, a lot of meetings, this could be useful. And it even generates AI summaries and transcriptions of your recordings. And to be fair, I wouldn't necessarily rely entirely on the AI summaries. They're pretty basic and I feel like they leave out some important details here and there, but I would absolutely rely on the transcripts. They capture everything from start to finish and they're incredibly accurate. It even identifies different speakers, which makes reviewing past conversations even easier. Now, when it comes to comparing different AI glasses, one thing that's easy to overlook is privacy. I'm sure most of you have heard about the situation with Meta and how they were using some people's recordings for AI training purposes. And in some cases, that included some very private moments. According to Rokid, they don't store or access any of your data. And then there's price, which is actually one of the biggest selling points. At $279, these are over $200 less than the latest Meta glasses. And you can actually get an additional $20 off for a final price of $259. For what these bring to the table, I think that price is hard to overlook. If you want to get into AI glasses, but you don't want to spend over $500, these are definitely worth looking at. Now, with that lower price tag, there are some things to keep in mind. First, they don't come with a charging case. Instead, you get a charging cable, which means charging on the go isn't quite as convenient. I will say though, they do charge pretty quickly. I've gone from 0 to 100% in a little over 30 minutes, which is definitely nice. Now, the second thing to consider is the navigation, the translation, and the transcription features are free for the first year. After that, those features are going to be available as an add-on subscription service. Now, as far as the exact pricing of that subscription, Rokid is still finalizing those details, but once I know, I'll be sure to update you guys in the comments. And just to clarify, this doesn't include access to the ChatGPT or the Google Gemini AI assistant features. Those are going to remain free. Overall, I think Rokid has done a great job of filling in some gaps in the AI glasses space. They're more affordable, and in terms of specs and features, they offer a lot of customization and flexibility compared to the competition. At some point, I would love to see them introduce additional frame styles and sizes, maybe some smaller options for people with smaller faces, and also continuing to improve the firmware would also help. There has been some times where I've had to restart and repair the glasses just to get everything working smoothly, but all things considered, I think the value is there. And for anyone looking to get into AI glasses, these deserve to be in the conversation. If you're interested, be sure to check the link in the description. Also, don't forget about that $20 discount. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one.